Carson here, stepping into the ring. Last time we've seen you play on this channel was very, very successful as the warm-up to the big Grubby versus Starbuck show match. You should feel quite comfortable in the warm-up match, as you're a warm-up gig with your band anyway.
Yeah, I feel relatively confident. I feel like the 3 days of practice helped me maybe not mentally get in shape, but at least mechanically somewhat there. So we'll see. I mean, there's a couple of question marks in my head as to what Saul's going to do, especially looking at your War 3 Champions profile. I see a lot more Archmage than I'm used to there, Saul. But we'll see. We'll see if you're going to throw any curveballs at me. But I feel prepared. I feel prepared.
Mr. 8-Man, Carson is calling you out for going Archmage, and of course there's this rivalry of the European Warcraft players against the NA Warcraft players, and everybody knows that the EU players are usually far superior to what NA has to offer. So are you ready to represent the European Union here tonight?
I know this EU versus NA meme, but Mr. Neo, it's even worse. It's caster versus caster. Now, if I'm going to lose, and if I'm going to lose bad, during the cast, Carson is just going to say, Saul, really? You think it's going to happen? I have the other opinion. And I prove it to the game that I'm a little bit better at Warcraft, so... Yeah, the caster wars are the worst.
I wish you guys the best of fun. I'm gonna mute myself and ask you guys in the lobby if you're ready, but I really like both of you guys. I have no favorite here, unlike Twitch chat probably. I'll check that. So good luck, have fun both.
Thank you. Ping EQ.
Oh yes, Ping EQ. Okay. All right, got it in. Okay, then now I'm muted. And I wish you guys all the freaking best.
Hey, good luck, Mr. Carson.
Have fun.
Good luck, Salt.
So
we are ready and we are going. Let's go.
For you guys out there, we have open comms. These guys will of course be visible, but we'll also be able to hear them. Because I'm a lazy caster and want to talk as little as possible and let them do the job. But also because this is something that we can do now that we maybe haven't done before. This might lead to some clicking
I will use this opportunity to use the voice chant for good luck, have fun.
Good luck, Saul.
And see, this is quite nice. This hopefully will lead to some fun reactions. Soul said, I'm going to be so locked in. I'm not going to talk for like 99% of the time. But we want to see the emotional outbursts. What happens if a rifleman is falling is the question. I'm tinkering with the player cameras, and afterwards we're good to go. Oh, we're so good to go. I'm hyped to see these guys play. Amazing casters, of course. Will they be able to show their skills on the main broadcast as well? It is Carson. It is SaulApeMan. Let's go. Here comes Loco with the big re-raid. Thank you, my dude. I hope you enjoyed your stream, and I hope you can kick your feet up and enjoy some pleb Warcraft casters playing this game. It is my Canadian colleague Carson that casted some dream hacks with me and is maybe a little bit the favorite here versus the representative of the Polish rifle Poly Rifle University. It is all the way from Poland, SaulApeMan. Your support is not stopping. I love it. Herring, XCOM, Buttcrumbs, L Rebel, you're all legends. And afterwards, of course, for the local viewers out there, Grubby versus Starbuck. Europeans' greatest Warcraft legend in Grubby versus the best player on the ladder currently on War 3 Champions in a play all 5 show match with all different races. It is not a Pally Rifle start, everybody. It is Autumn Leaves as our first map, and SaulApeMan betrays the Pally Rifle University. Can you believe it? After years and years of doing Paladin and Rifle, this is now not the case anymore, unfortunately. The Paladin maybe not strong enough. What leads to this? It is a bit of a disaster already for the PRU after they got burned by Blizzard. Excommunicated. Yeah, the PRU is up in arms. And here comes Carson. He is an expert in anti-Pally Rifle play. He created a 3-hour show how to counter Pally Rifle A build on WC3, no, as well. So we'll see what this is. We see a 3-farm tech by SaulApeMan. And so far, the harass is going fine, I would say. Archmage not level 2. No chance really for that. And Saul, is he a bit nervous? Is he a bit... Does he even know how to play this Archmage? The horse is a bit... it's a bit of a bitch, eh? Doesn't want to work, doesn't want to do how Mr. Apeman wants it to. We get a tower for a bit of security, which Carson is, of course, scouting immediately. Keeps the Archmage busy. He can't reach. He's trapped by the trees. Ay, ay, ay. We have to say, Mr. Apeman was a bit indisposed the past couple of days. He fell sick. Stomach bug. Maybe a bit nerves. Maybe it was nerves there already in Carson. He smells that. He smells that. Like, okay, this is all you can do. This is all you got. Alrighty then. I'm not terrified at all. Let me creep a little bit and I'm gonna wreck you later. Farseer Headhunter versus Archmage Footman Rifle will be the play. So far, nobody is saying anything. Not a nice, not a shit. No comments about the items, no comments towards the opponent. This is kind of what I expected, to be honest. The Warcraft gamers, they're in not the most normal situations, and they probably feel a bit uncomfortable. Maybe they're feeling the spotlight, maybe they're feeling the pressure. Saul can finally leave his base and he got 2.5. Saul is not the same since his Erasmus on Back to Warcraft. Well. He is scouting now. He hasn't seen the orc base yet at all, and Carson looks damn powerful. He is falling a little behind in levels here. Gotta give him that. But yeah, people are shocked. Soul Betrayer, man. The caster, the person that is known as the bright light of the Pally Rifle community. Whoa, the creeps are busting Carson's ass a little bit, I gotta say. There's poison everywhere. There's big damage. No Mountain King yet, unfortunately. He's still in the queue. Big item still up for grabs.
That's good.
That's good. There you go. Absolutely correct. Expertise in the cast. Hopefully, this looks a bit like Leon versus Lin this morning. Oh, look at this expert micro. 9 HP by SaulApeMan and the deny. But Carson, so far averting disaster, gets 2 kills out of this. The big damage of the Headhunter, absolutely noticeable. Maybe a bit too much, but if this Farseer falls, it's all for nothing. But Carson, last second, was waiting till the fireball is in the air to spend a little bit more time here. And it was way more possible for SaulApeMan here, or way more losses possible for Carson in that regard. But he micros like a freaking pro, as if he's Canada's best player ever. That is, of course, Kiwikaki, but it's gonna be freaking great. KMS, thank you for the 99 month. What a number. Also, Dondo, thank you for the 74. Why the F is Soul playing Archmage? We can ask him that. We can ask him that. This is, of course, the lead up to Grubby versus Starbuck, the highly anticipated match. We wanted to bring a little extra. And Carson and SaulApeMan, they're both very, very good players. How good SaulApeMan is with Archmage, we'll see about that, of course. Double ring for Soul, not ideal. Headhunter numbers a bit reduced, so the creep speed isn't the craziest. Again, all the poison everywhere. Carson gotta be careful. He lost the TP and you don't want to be surrounded here. Carson hasn't said a word. I'm not even sure if he's moving at all, but there is a little bit of movement, right? I think so. With that sweet professional lighting. Double ring, not bad for MK. Dondo, would you please learn the Night Elf tech tree before you make comments like this? Thank you. For the Mountain King is, of course, will be nice, but it doesn't help too much with creeping. Soul forgot the farm. I can definitely see that he feels the nerves a little bit. with that double ring. Double slippers on the other side. Nobody can be super happy with what they found here. Carson, by the way, stays on tier 2. Plays it clean, plays it safe. No shaman either. It's just headhunter and raiders, and that's it. Both are aiming for level 3. Farseer got that already. Archmage level 3 as well. So the summon should be good. Soul didn't skill yet. Secures the last hit, but that's of course a Stormbolt on cooldown. He's so fixated on that item. Book of the Dead goes for it immediately, and there is no Dispel, mind you. He didn't go for Shaman. He didn't go for Walker, and an Orc is afraid of the dead. Gets a Grunt trap. This could have been the TC without a TP. But just like that, Soul buys more time for that necessary farm. For everybody tuning in late, this is the warm-up. Grubby versus Starbuck, 9 p.m. Central European time. That is in 43 minutes. Soul's Militia call was nice. 2.5. TC is close to 3. That Storm will be grande. Archmage ensnared. Carson wants to buy a little bit more time with that Expo coming up. Soul moves the horse and the old man out of harm's way elegantly, as if he is an elder caretaker in real life, which he takes good care about his family. His grandpa is oftentimes mentioned on his stream, but that is not enough for Carson. This is so much damage, and that is the Expo gone. Big win for Soul, who's finding his rhythm, isn't he? He plays so much better than in the early stages. Now we got a win condition, double level 3. Mountain King in the middle of it all. Town Portal might be swapped. The dwarf is in trouble. Oh no! That was telegraphed. That was a bit too easy, maybe. But it was only, thankfully, for Soul at level 2 hero. Neo said I will be mute 99% of the time. Yeah, I thought they might be they might be trash talking. They're in the they're in the call together. They can talk the entire time, but if they are not talking, someone has to do the job. But that is very, very promising for the upcoming matches as well. Soul is getting better and better and better, even though this Mountain King loss was not ideal. He got that big invul. Shop control for Carson, and AoE spells are big in this game. Lots of priest, maybe missing a rifle here and there, but it's also a heal scroll on the SaulApeMan, who gets his second hero better in position. The TC was waiting all his life. The invul dodge! Carson! Like a god! Oh my lord! He was waiting his entire life for that very moment. Waiting in the wings, dodging the Stormbolt. Carson, the Canadian goat, is tearing Soul Archmage Man apart. For now, at least. Is there a way out? With a Stormbolt, maybe. There is no clap for SaulApeMan. That would hurt these grunts and raiders. But look at that micro. What is slow? He doesn't care. He saves everything. And that Mountain King can't really connect except on one grunt. Expo still at 50%. Carson is always vocal about orcs in the weekly cups. You gotta get out when you don't have the mana and sustain anymore. Now he has to engage again to drive the SaulApeMan back. TC closing in on his Stomp, but he doesn't have the mana just yet. SaulApeMan finding some kills here, but also loses his damage output without Walk Elementals and Stormbolt. There's not much left. The priests are falling. The poor Sork lady in the back, limping away, even though she's floating. But now the casters are all gone, and Carson is just dominating. That TC play, straight out of a B Cup playoff. That guy is a musician. He hits the notes.
Let's go, Bash.
Oh, the Stomp and the speed scrolling out. The Archmage is all on his own, but you can feel the emotion on SaulApeMan. It's important to him. He was hoping for that one Hail Mary. And the TC is still alive. Wow. Wow. Carson is not ordering steak tonight. little bit of a sight of desperation, maybe. Any chance to bring this back, Soul? 4 food down, 1 base down. Carson was fighting hard for this. But there's still, like a cat, the SaulApeMan also has many lives on this one map. It looked grim for him in the beginning of the game. He fought back. And now, what can he do about it? Counter Expo maybe. He has the resources. Can they hear Neo? No. I'm muted. You know us here at Back to Warcraft. If we know one thing, we might not know how Warcraft functions perfectly, but if we know one thing is how to hit the mute button and never let go. So of course, no stream cheating here. Even though Carson plays like he is with the Wolf Scout, anticipating that. It's like, hey, you're supposed to come at me, bro. You're supposed to push me again. You have a plan B? Let me ruin that for you. Can they hear each other? Yes. If they didn't mute each other. This time, it couldn't dodge the Stormbolt. We got the first breakers in. Priest, rifle falling. The TC connects so wonderfully again. And everything for the Ape Man is red, yellow, or dead. Here it is again!
Nice dodge.
Second info potion dodge. Carson, so good. So good.
Oh, that was scary. That creep jack was scary, dude. Shit.
Micro, potato micro. With human, you need to micro, right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's, like quick tech is hard. Like quick tech. Like it wasn't two farm, but it was pretty much like two farm rifle tech. Those are always hard games.
Ay, guys, what a game. What a banger of a game. First question here in between the series to Mr. SaulApeMan. The chat feels betrayed. Toxie said, you are expelled from the Pala Rifle University. What leads to the strategic change of going from Pally Rifle to Archmage?
Yeah, you can be expelled from Hogwarts, Mr. Neo, but, you can't go to this London railway station. You want to enter Hogwarts, and it's banned. And on this wall that's supposed to open, it's a balance patch, It's written down as a graffiti. So it's not that easy to be expelled from Hogwarts. That's my point.
I think that point came across pretty perfectly. Thank you, Killer Pigeon, manager. Thank you for the big raid. We got a great evening of Warcraft for you guys as we have a little show match here to celebrate our community server War 3 champions. Grubby versus Starbuck will be live in like 35 minutes. But Carson, these invul dodges against the Stormbolts, is Lin playing for you?
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to Mr. Carson. I was like, why? He's that good?
I almost lost my TC though. That was a little scary. There's a couple pretty scary moments. It was the TC that just barely got out by the second green camp on the right side, and then obviously the creep jack at the lab was scary. Very scary. Oh, greedy for me. I should have taken the probably the Merc camp over the lab when I had the timing. But and then the expo cancel. Once you cancel my expo, I was like, oh no, this is happening. But yeah,
I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good after canceling the expo. I went to relax a little bit, and what you get for being relaxed, you forget to pull back your MK, and it dies. And
hero focus, always the option. Always the option, always the solution.
No, I mean, in Warcraft 3, you need to be focused 100% all the time. So that's what we love about this game, right? You queue into ladder game, and you don't remember in real life problems gone. What day of the week is gone?
True.
What is the season? Summer, winter, gone. You just need to be in the game.
Yep.
And that's why Warcraft 3 is pretty good.
I only remember what War 3 Champion season we have. Everything else is meaningless. Guys, the War 3 Champions has a new feature. It says find fairest server. That's a bit different than the last server we used. Should we just try this?
Sure. It's all right by me if it's all right by Saul.
Okay, Saul, do you have any intimidating words towards Carson now?
Intimidating words, Mr. Carson. I respect you as a player. I respect you as the orc player, and I will try to give you my best. So feel
Saul's too
scared.
nice, Neo. You're asking like the nicest guy in the whole community to talk shit right now, Neo. It doesn't work like that.
Carson, are you shaking in your boots? In your Canadian
Terrified.
boots? Terrified.
Absolutely terrified. I am a little bit nervous. I'll be honest. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, because I know what I still haven't played against in this series. Okay.
We'll see. Guys, once again, good luck. Have fun. I'm going to click that start button, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
All right. Will we see the pallies and the rifles now,
Saul.
everybody?
Good luck. Have fun. If somebody starts lagging, we need to talk, in game. Like, pause,
Yes,
please.
Okay,
I'm
I got you.
So far, so good, though, for now. And now the grand revelation. Was this just the ruse? Was he just trying to trick Carson into thinking that the Pally rifles are really benched? And will SaulApeMan go back to his one true nature of the Pallies and the rifles? That's what we'll have to see here. It is SaulApeMan trailing, trying to get the third game up. And is it Carson going for the victory? The map is Springtime. And oftentimes, springtime brings us the Pallies and the rifles. And here it is. SaulApeMan, the prophet of the Pally Rifle University, is going back after the threat of being expelled by one of the greatest sources of knowledge in the entire Warcraft scene. He didn't betray it. He just used the Archmage as a little trick, something to derail Carson, to make him believe. But no. The only one true belief that we have in this game is SaulApeMan's belief in the Pally and the rifle, and this is what we're here to see. Carson, as I said, is an absolute expert in countering Pally rifle. Nobody has done more content on the anti-Pally rifle strategy than Carson Cleaver in the Western scene. Can he play it as well, or is he just talking the talk? Can he walk the walk like he did in game 1 already? This time, we'll probably not see a TC that can dodge the bolts, because A, there will not be bolts, and then there will probably also not be a TC. So, while he's relatively new to the Archmage strategy, and that was noticeable at the very beginning, he knows exactly what to do now. He knows every step of the way, every power build, every worker move, every lumber position, and then of course how to micro with the Pally and the rifle. Is this strategy truly dead, as it was proclaimed earlier? Or can Carson maybe shut it down, like Focus was able to in the L Cup just 2 days ago? He's doing what an anti-Pally rifle player is supposed to do. He's grabbing the fast air, he's running across, he's putting pressure on the Pallies and the rifles. It is a slow strategy that takes time to come online, but it also has so much stability and tools to play against this harass. We have one wolf here attacking the paladin. We have another wolf attacking the workers already. This is stressful. This requires multitasking. And while our players are good, they are no die-hard esports Warcraft players, right? It's their hobby still. They're very good at that. Both players around 1950, 2k MMR. So they know exactly what to do. Headhunters coming, tech coming. Mr. Apeman is struggling for lumber, for the tech. We also wait for the next rifle. So this is all in order. Carson is achieving a big tech lead, and Mr. Apeman is trying to gather some XP. He got 0.5 levels already with that little green, with maybe a wolf. And the economy is looking fine for now. A couple of militia calls are reducing the amount of lumber income, and Carson sees no reason to leave here. While many of the Asian pros would go for the altar up top, he goes for barracks on the left-hand side and is trying to attack with the wolves the economy. This makes it really, really stressful for Saul. A nice little counter here. So, all the holy light has been burned. It is gone. 4 headhunters up. 5 headhunters up. 4 riflemen up. The tech has finally started. It is a bit late, but that is the nature of this play. Attack upgrade coming. Sees he has he has a bit of confidence in his lumber economy, but another worker, and this is an unfortunate timing for worker losses because the tech has started and you can't build workers during that tech. Carson, what's his strategy going to be? We should expect Panda second. Focus, take notes when you see Carson Cleaver play. At some point, there should be enough damage on to make Carson retreat, or then he knows the tech is done and the tier 2. At around the tier 2 timing, he should be at the tavern to grab up the Panda. Did Carson position anything here? Not really. So yeah, this is the big retreat, and the shackles are off the Pally rifles. This is looking fine on both sides. Carson may be a little bit ahead, but 0 XP. Here's the Panda. And he keeps creeping. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. This is exactly what we tried.
Which shop do you creep? That's my question.
Yeah, of course. Not only does Carson have a way to play this, but also everybody knows how this is played now. And SaulApeMan is trying to force a fight here, but Carson just retreats. Why not? It's 1.8. It's fine. The item is gone. It's a Wand of Mana stealing, so the blonde devil Dreadlord, not Dreadlord, Blood Mage, can taste his own poison. And the Farseer is here. Harassing, chip damage. Pop, 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 pop. And the Panda is creeping. This is textbook anti-Pally rifle play for now. Gotta say though, the Panda is pretty hurt. And Soul is just running across. He doesn't care about that Farseer. He didn't need healing, and Carson doesn't have a shop yet. The burrow's far in the back. He got that cement upgrade. So we connect the armies now for the first time. But that was just to stop the Panda from creeping. Carson with the Breath of Fire and the first kill. Not the end of the world. What is not ideal though is that Carson is supply block. And he goes barracks. Ooh, no Torrent Totem, huh? Interesting. SaulApeMan on the other side. He has to creep a little bit. He has to get the Blood Mage up to, I guess, level 2. So double barracks, just pure headhunters. Again, we sacrifice every progress of the Farseer. The Farseer will get an Orb of Lightning at some point. He will be just the Orb carry. Chain Lightning is a nice bonus. Higher level wolves are a nice bonus. But it's all about that Panda. Who needs some healing and needs some time. So, Carson's thinking here, genius. Well, if you only go for 1 unit and have no diversity, I only go for 1 unit and no diversity. Fight fire with fire. Fight rifle with spear. Of course, the entire SaulApeMan community is praying to the silver hand. Uther, show us the light. Give us game 3. We have a town pole, we have a scroll of the beast, we have a heal scroll. Panda wasn't able to go to the shop for an invul potion. Supply is relatively even. The big advantage is that Panda. Invul potion is available. Carson has the gold. Shouldn't forget about it, otherwise...
25 mana, Saul.
Yep.
Oh, the taunt against the Siphon mana nerf. I like it, I like it.
Players' forces are under attack.
But we keep on creeping. The calm before the storm. Shadowhunter third is the luxury option, I think. So while if you're under pressure and you feel like you have to close out the game soon, it should be Firelord to silence either the Paladin or the Blood Mage, whatever you need at that moment. The Shadowhunter with Hex can basically provide the same, but his second spell, Heal Wave, is potentially a lot better, even though the Shadow Hunter doesn't do that much damage, but the damage is coming from Headhunters. Creep check. Nice read by Carson. We have a Flame Strike though, and no heal scroll against it. Shadow Hunter brings the ore. Panda with the Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. Unstoppable. Now he has no mana. Suck, 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 suck. Runs out of the tether. Still quite long. But no damage has been done. This is potentially a lot of mana on that Panda. Really curious why we are not seeing Flame Strike. Ooh, lovely, lovely, but only level 1. The mana battery Furbok tracker is still up.
Got it.
Suck. Got it. Okay, okay. I like. We see some, or we hear some smack talk. A little taunt by Carson. SaulApeMan doesn't stay quiet though. Carson waiting for troll regen, which is sweet. Every troll will regenerate naturally a bit faster. Working on upgrades. Wonder... Oh, we are castle already. I completely missed that. Yeah, Carson gave Saul a lot of time, so that's the next chapter in the evolution of the Pally and the rifles. Tier 3. Adding Griffins to the mix then, I guess. Expecting Torren, maybe. It's the Polygryphon, that's right. Polygryphals. On the other side, Carson's of course tier 3 for a long time. Tiny Great Hall. Mountain King as well. Mountain King was quite a nice weapon. We go grunts now. Ooh, grunts into Griffins? Is there a Griffin already? No, right? He cancelled it. He's going Knights. He saw the tech. So yeah, Knights should be perfect to kill the Berserkers. Mountain King isn't finished yet. Can't get an orb. Double heal scroll though. And he held on to that heal, to that big beast scroll, which gives you 25% more mana. Soul not deterred. All the patience in the world. Finishes the red spot. Hood of Cunning. Saves the Mountain King. He gets out. This is a weird position though. The Panda again. So much damage. Militia killed one after the next. The poor proletarians.
This wasn't my best militia usage.
And he's blocked in the base. Whoopsie. And Carson is more than fine with this. What's the 2-Rex grunts about? Just blockers. Buying time. We go into Headhunters afterwards. But maybe he saw the Griffin Aviary and moved away from it. So we go Inner Fire instead. Next fight. Maybe. How fast is the Hex? Oh, Carson. Not worth it. Fat fingering.
The town is under siege.
Just running away. Is this when you tilt your opponent and type worth? For sure, exactly. Big armies built. 60, 70 food. Shop control by Carson. Invo potion. So important for the spell rotation of the Panda. Use Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Leave a little bit of mana. Use the Invul to let the cooldown tick down. Potion of mana and rinse and repeat. Does the Knight change the equation though? 2 heal scrolls versus 2. One Invul versus 1. Pass the
That
nice.
looked like Expo.
Oh, I got a feeling. Here we go. The Panda can't do much. Where is the Blood Mage actually? He's not siphoning at the moment. Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. Flame Strike in the back, but nicely dodged. Carson has played a lot of Diablo in his lifetime. Here comes the Siphon, but no invuln against it, so he is completely dry. This would be the moment for the invul potion and mana potion combo. This is a lot of
Not enough
kills!
nerfs.
Oh my god!
Your army's a little bit better than mine, I guess.
Not enough nerfs, he says.
Which chat? I was kidding with those nerfs. It's not enough.
And expertly.
But there is expo. That's why the army is smaller.
Oh. SaulApeMan with the perfect read. With the perfect read. Can Carson hold now? For the W. Double mana potion. No! The flame strike hits nice again. But is it good enough? Shadowhunter down to 50%. Panda is empty on mana now. Has to gather a little bit more. Shadowhunter is healthy once again. I'm waiting for the next combo. Not every rifle has enough fire. Was a little bit of a mana issue. Targeting is difficult. Now, sweet breath of fire. He got still so many mana potions. He used the Wand of Mana Stealing before. This Panda could theoretically carry this fight. SH! Oh, gamble!
Dodges.
Oh, my! That was so close. Invul potion again against the Stormbolt. Carson, the young Canadian god, is tearing this army apart, and Soul has no TP. Another mana potion used. He has another one. Just needs to keep the Panda safe. Run! Tatsa, run! And he does. Like Soul. It looked so good after the fight on the right-hand side. Flame Strike doesn't matter. He face tanks it like a man.
The best micro.
Uh-oh. No more mana on the Paladin. No way out. The blonde devil will be exorcised from springtime with Hex. No more Siphon. And that is the kill. GG.
It was better.
Carson.
It was better.
2-0.
I screwed up the micro big time. GG.
GG. Oh, that was scary. Holy shit. I didn't think your army was going to be so strong. Oh my god.
What a hell of a game, guys. What a hell of a game. I thought Carson has this. Then Soul with the fight of a lifetime. And then Carson with the defense of a lifetime. It was a wonderful, wonderful back and forth, you guys.
Yeah, GG's Saul. GG's. That was scary. That first fight, I was pretty confident because I was like 70 supply, double heal scroll. I was like, certainly now, but then you sort of out-microed me. And then I guess I had barely enough to sort of hold in that last fight.
Yeah, shout out to the Polar Rifle University, the advanced cars, advanced class to go tier 3 for Inner Fire. In Inner Fire, we trust they did not nerf Inner Fire yet, so we can still use it. And yeah, the army is good with Inner Fire.
Chat is celebrating the match. Chat is celebrating Carson, of course. This, they say Carson might be the best ever. Like that Shadowhunter save, that invul dodge again. Carson on steroids.
Well, 3 days of practice. 3 days of practice. I'm the Omega try hard. I'm the kid in gym class that tries way too hard in dodgeball and hits the girls in the face as hard as he can with the, you know what I mean? I'm that guy. And Saul's just chilling, Saul's just chilling. So, and maybe another time we do another show match when Saul's actually been playing as much as me, and then we'll see who comes out on top. You know?
I'm never chilling. I'm a gamer, Mr. Carson. You want fair and square, and yeah, next time I need to check which hero has no invul potion, I guess. And if every hero has invul potion, I just leave Kappa because you can't kill this man with the invul potion.
Never chilling, never showering. That's the real gamer. But Soul, we know that the days leading into the show match were a little bit rough for you. You couldn't practice as much as you wanted to. So would you be up for a rematch at the Season 21 finals?
Mr. Neo, if Season 21 will happen soon, hopefully, shout out to the community, of course, for supporting. If I'm still the intern at Warcraft III Champions, back to Warcraft Season 21 finals, I will dedicate 1 week before the show match to just Soul Player Man mode. And not nice. Soul Player Man with the opposite sex, no. In Warcraft 3, every day. Hard practice. And I will be dodging invul potions. Or no, I will be faking the bolts, I'll be faking some attacks.
The meta evolves.
Will be like, Carson, why you are pressing invul potion? The bolts haven't landed. So
True.
Yeah, maybe you get some
can't wait.
coaches, you know. I mean, Lemmis will surely be up for it. Toxie might help you. Carson on the other side, some streams with Knopf, with Hitman.
Could be fun. Could be good. There's always things to learn.
I will ask Leon for coaching, you know, the
Very
Archmage.
Leon defeated Lin today on one map, so he's a good coach.
Damn. Let's go. Nice.